speaking of all the rage, Rob, USC got shellacked by a rebuilding Stanford team. They fired Clay Helton. And the first name out of people's mouths as a replacement was Urban Meyer, who just signed a huge deal. Was he making $12 million a year? Something like that. With the Jacksonville Jaguars.
It's like 12, yeah.
Yeah, he's getting a ton of money to rebuild that NFL team, which is the worst team in the league. All right, they were 1-15 last year. They just lost their 16th straight game, and it was a doozy because they lost to the team that we all thought, or not you, Rob, but many of us thought was actually the worst team, actually worse than Jacksonville. And not only did they beat the Jags, not only did they outlast the Jags, they walloped them. And the team was a mess, Rob.
Yes.
And I'm not like making a judgment on Urban Meyer at this point. Obviously, he's a legendary college coach, but there were some things.
Too many penalties, Chris. That's coaching.
Yeah,
that's coaching.
Penalties. There was one time they had 12 men in the huddle. They had to use 2 timeouts to avoid delay of game penalties. I mean, that looked like coaching, lack of organization, lack of direction. It was a mess. And so people are now speculating after one game for Urban Meyer in the NFL that he could be headed to USC. And one reporter asked about it. I don't know if it was the PR staff for the Jaguars or what, but one reporter asked about it, and here was the exchange.
Unfortunately for you, some rumors came out yesterday connecting you to the USC job. I just want to give you the opportunity to refute it.
There's no chance that I'm here and committed to try to build an organization.
Now, if you saw it, I mean, Urban, you could just hear.
First of all, who's the lame reporter? Who's the lame reporter? Can we go back to Chris?
That's why I said it might be the PR staff. It might have been the PR staff.
Like this
Jags,
guy, does he work for Jaguars.com? I mean,
it might seriously, really. Jagsmania.com. I mean, it might be. You know.
Can we hear the question again, Alex?
You know, Rob.
Unfortunately for you, some rumors came out yesterday connecting you to the USC job. I just want to give you the opportunity to refute it.
There's no chance.
All right, just stop right there. First of all, he says, unfortunately. What do you mean, unfortunately? Maybe it's a good thing for Urban Meyer and his family. And then he goes, I want to give you a chance to refute it. Not is it true? Urban, is this true or false?
That's all you got to say.
That's all you got to do. You're telling me, I'm giving you a chance to say it's not true. You don't have to say that. Maybe it's true. You're telling him that he's got to say that it's not true. Chris, you're a reporter.
Nah.
Is that did they teach that in journalism school? No. If you're a young guy out there and you're in journalism school, please do not ask questions like that. It's not unfortunately your name. It's Urban. There was a report out there that you might be interested in the USC job. Do you have interest in coaching at USC? Hello? That's all you got to ask.
Yeah, it was way too deferential. That's the bottom line, Rob. It was way too deferential.
And I'll say this. You want me? Can I go first?
Yeah, then let me throw this out.
Okay.
As you heard, Urban didn't have a lot of gusto in his answer. And Rob, if you saw the clip, he was like looking down. You know, he wasn't really looking at the reporters. He was kind of looking down, and as you heard, like not a lot of bass in his voice. That's all I'll say for now. The floor is yours, Rob.
And if I'm the Jacksonville Jaguars, I'm pissed. I am. I'm just like Chris. I want an emphatic, I'm not going anywhere. All right? I'm going to tell you people, my name, every time there's a job that comes up, my name's going to come up because of my resume in college. I'm committed to Jacksonville. I'm going to turn this program around. I'm going to deliver us a chance to win a Super Bowl in Jacksonville. That's my goal. Until I reach that goal, I'm not interested in going anywhere. So the next time you hear it, you don't have to come back to me and ask me if I'm interested. You play this damn tape.
Wow. Wow.
If he did that,
inspire ownership. And it might not matter because they're just not that good, but it would inspire the locker room.
Am I right, Chris? If you would have heard that and you're a player, you would be like, that's what I'm talking about.
That's my coach.
Yes,
like Theo said,
he's not going to run back. He's not going to do a Nick Saban on us after a year or so and run back to college.
Right. No, I feel you. But here's the thing, Rob. And, of course, I don't know what Urban Meyer's thinking. Maybe he's thinking what you said, but he didn't say it. But the reason my speculation is that one reason he didn't say that, Rob, is because he doesn't feel that way.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, and look, I'm not trying to say that after one game and a few months of practice and so on and so forth, that Urban Meyer is looking out the front door. All right? That Urban Meyer is looking for a way of escape, that he's plotting his exit. I'm not saying all that. But I am saying this. He's not used to losing. All right, this guy's 187-32 in college. He's won 3 national championships. He's he's a legendary college coach.
And he's won everywhere he's been, Chris.
Yes.
Go look at his record everywhere.
They could go 2-15. They could go 1-16, 3-14. I guess it's possible 0-17, but the bottom line is they're going to lose a lot of games.
Well,
and
based
Rob,
off of game one, they got a long way to go.
The roster, like we said, Tim Tebow almost made the team.
Right.
All right. You thought it was a stunt. No, they needed him, kinda. All right. But anyway, and I'm not even blaming Urban, Rob. I can't imagine being a guy, whether it's Nick Saban, Urban Meyer, one of these college coaches who can go into a kid's living room, get the best players in the country. The kids have to listen to you because you hold their scholarship in the palm of your hands. You control the coaching staff, the boosters. You're the highest paid person in the state, so you got all the juice with the president of the university and the officials and the politicians in the state. You run things and you win. Every year you're in the national championship discussion. You might lose one game, 2 at the most. To go to the NFL where you can't, Rob, he may not get a championship roster in the next 4 years or even
easily,
a playoff roster.
Easily.
Right?
Hello. Ask the New York Jetropolitans. Ask the Detroit Lions.
Yep.
Ask the Cleveland Browns for the last 25. Chris, all over the NFL. We can name 20 teams that haven't had a championship roster in the last 20 years. 20.
Yep. We always talk about the Dallas Cowboys.
Yep. Dallas Cowboys got 4 playoff wins in 25 seasons.
Absolutely. So this is going to be a tough year for him. We saw Nick Saban, 2 years with the Dolphins. I'm going back to college. Steve Spurrier didn't fare very well in the NFL. I'm going back to college. You can bring up Pete Carroll, who wasn't really all that in the NFL, to say the least, then goes to USC and becomes a great coach. And now he's back in the NFL and done well with the Seahawks. But, Rob, he started in the NFL.
Right.
He's not really that college guy. You know what I'm saying?
He was a Jets coach and he was the Patriots coach.
Right. So he's in a different boat. So, Rob, what I'm saying, Rob, is I just think no matter what Urban's mindset is right now, I think after a season of getting his butt kicked and then looking ahead and saying, it ain't going to get no better for a while, that I definitely think, as Randy Mueller, former executive of the year in the NFL, Rob, he joined us last night and he said, it might not be USC, but I can see him going back to college, and I'm in that boat with Randy.
Nope. And you know what? You're not the only one. That's why his name came up.